Hello Henley friends. Today we're going to color in our color wheel. Now everyone should have a piece of paper that looks like this one. It has 6 triangles all forming a circle. It almost looks like a pizza that someone cut into 6 pieces. You can also see that Mrs. Frullo wrote the names of the colors on the outside to help you, even though the R in red and the O in orange got cut off a little bit by the photocopier, they're still there and you can still kind of read them. Also, you'll notice some of the triangles have a number 1 and some of the triangles have a number 2, and I'm going to show you what that means today. First, let's talk about the number 1 colors. They are yellow, blue, and as I said before, red. These 3 colors are the most important colors on the color wheel. These 3 colors are almost like magical colors. If you mix these 3 colors together in different ways, you can make all of the other colors. If you ever go to the paint store and you want to buy some paint to make a painting, all you have to do is buy yellow, red, and blue, and maybe some white and black, and you can make any color that you need just by mixing those colors together in different ways. So let's start by coloring in our primary colors. Yellow goes on the top, in the middle. Now when you color, try to color as neatly as you can, filling in all of the spaces inside the triangle, because we're going to use these for an art project. So we want to do our best coloring that we can do. And if you go outside the lines a little bit, that's okay. And if you miss little teeny tiny spots here and there, that's okay too. You can always go back and fill in those little spots later if you want. Next, I'm going to color red. Now yellow goes in the top in the middle. Red is going to go the number 1 triangle in the lower left-hand corner. See how my finger and my thumb make an L shape? So that's the lower left, because that's the left-hand side. That's one of the tricks I showed my son when he was learning right from left. Okay. And the last primary color is blue, and blue is going to go in the lower right-hand number 1 triangle. And you can see B-L-U-E written on the outside of the triangle. And if you look closely on your crayon, you'll also see B-L-U-E written on your crayon. Now, I mentioned that when you mix the primaries together, you can make new colors. And these are some of those new colors that you can make. These are called secondary colors, and they are the number 2 triangles. Just like grade number 2 is second grade, well, the secondary colors are the number 2s. Now we can't just throw the number 2 colors anywhere we want. We have to put them together with the 2 primary colors that make them. So it's almost like a family. Maybe when you were little, I don't know if anyone remembers when you were little, if you held mommy's hand on one side and daddy's hand on the other, and sometimes they would lift you and swing you between each other. We used to do that with my son, and we do that now with my daughter. So just imagine like it's a color family. A mommy, the daddy, and the baby goes in the middle. When you mix yellow and blue, the baby is green. So we're going to color green in between the yellow and the blue. And that's what I call a color family. Okay. The next color family, I'm going to go around like a clock. The next color family is on the bottom in the middle. Mommy, daddy, and baby goes in the middle. And that one is my favorite color, violet. Another name for violet is purple. So when you look at the crayon, it will say violet, purple. On the color wheel, we just call it violet. And you'll find out why we have to call it violet when you get into second grade. That's a bigger color wheel. This is only half the colors on the real color wheel. Okay, the last baby and color family, mommy, daddy. Baby goes in the middle. When you mix red and yellow together, you get orange. So orange is going to go into the last triangle. Now while I'm coloring this last triangle, I'm also going to be thinking, and I could be thinking the entire time I'm coloring my color wheel, but thinking about what I want to make my color wheel, because we're actually not quite done yet with this project. Coloring the color wheel is only the first step. Next, we're going to cut out the color wheel, and you can cut it out into any shape you want. I can cut it out in a circle if I want. I could cut it out in a heart shape if I want. As long as I can see all 6 colors on my shape, you can cut it out in whatever shape you want. And then you're going to glue it down and imagine that it's something new. So it could be a balloon, or it could be a beach ball, or it could be a turtle shell. You can use your imagination and come up with anything that you want. Okay? Happy coloring, boys and girls.